Assalamualaikum. Welcome back to my podcast again. And today I have another special guest. And her name is
Majeeda.
Majeeda. And we've been friends for many, many years. And I've been wanting to get her on podcast for so long, but time is so hard to get.
Mhm.
Okay.
Alhamdulillah, we still get to live to 2025.
Oh, yes. It is
Happy New
2025.
Year.
You made me wait so long. I hate you. Wonder. Anyway, so welcome to the podcast.
Thank
Finally
you so much
made
for
it,
having
Alhamdulillah.
me.
So today's topic is going to be about carers, the mental health of carers.
Mhm.
In particular, carers of people with dementia.
Mhm.
Okay, so it could be your parents with dementia, your siblings with dementia. If you are the carer, we're gonna discuss on how it feels like to be a carer. So will you please give us a bit of background on the carer side of your life right now?
Yes. Hi. So it started last year. I've been taking care of my mother-in-law
Mhm,
ever since she came back to Brunei.
mhm.
And yeah, so it was just me and my husband at first. We didn't know that she had early onset of dementia.
Not you had no idea.
No, we had no idea. So
Oh. How old is she? Can I ask?
65,
Oh my god.
60. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
that's
she's quite
really
young actually. Yeah,
My
Um,
goodness. Wait. Yeah, that is young.
yeah, that
It's
is
like my
young.
brother's age.
Yeah, I mean,
Of
she's just a year older than my parents. So
So
yeah.
of course you wouldn't expect, you would never have thought she'd be having dementia.
No, no.
But you recently only met her, kan?
last
Before
year.
you got married,
Yeah,
kan?
before I got married. Yeah.
And at the time when you met her, apa soalnya? She was okay, or
Well, she was a bit okay.
you didn't think anything of it?
No, but I think the closest person to her who realized that she was a bit off was, of course, my husband.
Ah,
Yeah,
yeah, because he was living with her.
Yeah, for the longest of time
Yeah.
before this. Yeah, they were living overseas. So she
Mm.
was actually a carer.
She was a carer.
She was a carer back in the States. She took
Oh.
care of elderly persons, with
The-
dementia, Alzheimer.
Alright, old folks home ka? Was it?
No, she's
Nursing-
like a caregiver who
House
people
to house.
hired house to house, and she would
Ah.
stay with them.
Oh my god, really?
Yeah,
Oh,
and that was a
okay.
job. I think what my husband told me, it was really sad. He said,
Mm.
like, he used to go with his mom taking care of old folks.
Oh, ikut ya.
Yeah, it could. He said it is so sad to see that she was that person who cared for old people, and now that she is having the same situation, like the people that she took care of, and she barely has anyone,
Yeah. How ironic,
to do that for her.
Yeah. I mean, di
Yeah.
Brunei ada pulang
Ada
carer.
pulang carer, but you need another person to look after the carer,
Oh, bah,
to look after the
instruct
person they care for.
Oh.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm aware pulang there's carers you can hire pulang di Brunei ni.
Mm,
But it's not like you can. I mean, it's costly, I think.
yeah.
Oh,
And then I don't think you can leave them 100%
no.
on their own.
Yeah, they wouldn't know what to do.
I think we have trust issues as Asians. I'm not sure.
Kali je.
So yeah, the first few times it was really, really stressful because I've never had any experience, taking care of.
Yeah.
I mean, I have experience taking care of my parents.
But they're not sickly.
No,
They're not
yeah,
like,
yeah,
they're
yeah,
not
yeah.
like they don't need you. Kind
Exactly.
Of thing, right?
I mean, they can do things on their own.
Oh.
They're mentally well. Their brain health is good and all
Yeah.
that. They do their own things.
You
and
just
all
do
that.
the normal thing, visit, bawa jalan,
Yeah, visit, bawa
this
jalan,
kind of
bagi,
thing.
belanja makan.
Yeah, that's
just
how.
spend time with them.
Yeah, that's how we probably will
Yeah.
understand old age. Okay, you just
Yeah.
bawa jalan,
Yeah.
dangani, keep company.
And I realized the difference about elderly people with memory issues.
Mm.
Yeah, is that I think the time turns around for them. They're like, how do you say this? They become more childish.
Yeah, it goes backwards.
Yeah, yeah,
regress.
It goes backwards.
Yeah.
And then the thing is that because how do I explain this? It is different handling a child and handling an adult who acts like a child.
Yeah, kalau child dapat lagi dimarahi
Yeah,
kaya.
and then you have like different set of expectations, and then you'll be like, you like, umur je sudah, how can you think like this, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But the thing is that maybe on our part, we need to understand more,
So what you're telling me, I feel like
mhm.
because we don't have experience of dementia yet.
Yes.
You haven't experienced years and years of dementia, looking after orang with dementia ni
Yeah.
kan. So it's like a learning curve. You're
Yeah,
taking it day
yeah.
by day.
It is a learning curve. Every day it tests your
Yeah.
patience, it tests your mental health,
Yeah.
your emotions, it definitely tests your relationship. And mind you, I just got married last year.
Yeah.
And I immediately took over. Immediately, we took over of taking care of his mom
Without knowing, right?
without knowing actually, and it is a huge toll on us. And I was telling my husband, I said, maybe this is just a test from Allah to see, apa ni, macam maybe ini saja caranya kali for us to get pahala. Or taking care of, his mom.
Yeah, no.
And I said, at first he was in a huge denial that his mom is having dementia. Because his mom was a very strong woman.
Yeah, if
very
she's
independent.
Because she's a carer
Yeah,
herself.
she's very independent. She managed to take care of herself overseas. Like very independent, very strong-willed, and all that.
Nurse ka? Is she like a
No.
just
She's
a
a certified caregiver. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then to see that her mental health declined, her emotions declined, it was very hard for him to accept it. I think it took him about less than a year to actually come to terms with it. Yeah. I mean, it's his mom.
Yeah.
I'm an outsider.
Yeah.
you
And
know.
he's seen what she's like.
Yeah, and then he was like, it's too bad that you only get to know her
now, like in the state and
yeah.
So okay, let me just get this straight. Okay, so you guys got married. His mom flew in from the US.
Yeah.
Konon to visit saja kan? She was supposed to fly back.
She was supposed to, because all the kids wanted, because she was all alone overseas. There was nobody to really take care of her.
Oh, so without your husband, she
yeah.
couldn't stay there by herself.
Yeah, without a family that can
Without
take care
anybody.
of her. Yeah, and then all her kids are here.
Okay, so she andang kan pindah ke Brunei lah
The
ni.
kids told her to, like, come to Brunei. You have nobody to take
That was
care
the
of you.
plan.
Yeah, that was the
Atu,
plan.
you guys knew that lah, that much lah.
I mean, him lah and the siblings. And
Right.
then he actually said this. He didn't realize that she has already showed, like, small symptoms, small signs of mama ni pelupa. And then, like, she said, oh, I'll call you, but then a week later she didn't call.
Right. Atu di sana sudah
Yeah, when she was there. He didn't put too much thought in it.
Yeah. Why would you, right?
Exactly.
I mean,
like,
people do that, right?
Yeah, people do that. Macam sibuk ka, apa ka, and things like that. So, yeah, so she came back. And then I think slowly he realized macam, kenapa lain ya? She's like a bit penakut.
Oh.
And then a bit of a depression.
Oh my God. Yeah.
I think depression in dementia patient is really, really real.
Benar.
And it affects us, the carers, a lot.
In what way?
Macam like, like early morning she will cry.
Like a cry bawling or just
cry macam like when somebody is so down, like they only think negatively. Yeah. She would just like sit down there and you just start crying. Can you imagine early in the morning when you just wake up and then you see that?
Oh wow.
It's like your whole mood might change.
Yeah.
But it took me a while to adjust myself emotionally, mentally, to not let it affect me.
So the first time you witnessed this sobbing, this crying, pagi-pagi, this is like 6 o'clock in the morning, 7, like what? How early are we talking about?
When I was like getting ready for like 6.
Oh, like pagi lah
so pagi-pagi lah. Like macam like, kenapa?
Yeah, that's really early. So you
because when you wake up, you do your stuff and things like that.
You have a routine, right? A wake up routine.
Suddenly macam like, what is this?
Oh, sekali apa ta? What did you think of it? What happened to you?
Awal-awal I kesian.
Oh.
But after so long of taking care, because in the beginning it was a bit hard to get some of the family members involved to take care of the mom.
Right.
It took a huge toll on me.
Yeah,
mentally, emotionally, I felt like macam, like, why is it my responsibility?
It's like a nightmare, right?
Exactly.
Like you were asleep, you had a nightmare, and it's like you can't wake up.
Exactly. It was honestly, it wasn't like
It was like that,
I
kan?
was like, why? But after I I I I mean I don't want to aibkan anybody lah, huh? So after a while, I just like tell myself, I talk to my husband, I said, maybe ini caranya kali lah untuk tani ke syurga lah. I said, I don't know. Everything is on God's plan. As much as it is a test for us, it is a test for everybody as well.
Mm-hmm.
So we just do what we can do now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we just try to understand each other. You know, like if I feel down, like if I'm quiet most of the time around the house, faham lah, that means I don't want to, macam like once I buka my mulut, I don't want to be kurang ajar.
Yeah.
So I rather keep my hands busy, meaning cleaning the house. I've been
Right.
such a clean freak.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. You know, and plus I have cats, so yeah.
Yeah,
So
that helps.
I think like an idle mind is a dangerous playground.
Benar.
So an idle mind, idle body, right? So it's best to just keep us actively moving.
Yeah.
You know, as much as it is like it is sad to see you know, your loved ones, parents like that. I bet it is even harder on them. That's why I always tell myself, as
Benar.
much as it is hard for me, I think it's much more
It's a bit
harder for my husband,
confusing,
yeah, because he's
right?
really close to his mom.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
coming back to the morning,
Yeah.
how do you deal with it now? I mean, like before and now, like,
How I deal with it now is just aku layan saja lah.
oh, okay.
Layan
You
saja
bawa
because
cakap lah.
I know I was reading somewhere about dealing with, you know, patients, not patients lah, huh? People who has like
Dementia?
regressive, you know,
Okay.
brain health, right?
Yeah.
I think that's what you call it.
Mm.
You jangan lawan. Number one,
Yeah.
don't say that they are wrong because they will get more agitated,
No
right?
point.
No
Yeah.
point. And then jangan tani marah-marah. Because sometimes I can catch myself if I'm angry, and when my husband's angry, I will catch him like, jangan jatuh.
Yeah.
Last I will always tell him, what apa je tani boleh buat? She's already like that.
Yeah. Like mine, I prefer John to explain. Like, don't even try to explain
No need
what's
to
going
explain,
on.
because
Like,
I think
what
they
it's
can't
like.
accept new information.
No.
It will make them macam anxious.
Forget it. Just forget it.
And and then even if they have like, I always tell him, you don't even have to tell her when is the next appointment, because that will be on her mind, and then she will annoy you every day asking,
Hindi pa ya.
bila ta my appointment, bila ta my appointment. So the only way to annoy yourself less is to tell her less about new things.
Yeah, and
You get me?
Yeah, don't.
That's what I
Don't
realized.
do it to yourself.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
don't do
Yeah.
it to yourself.
I mean,
Oh.
yeah, that's what I realized. Macam like, if just new, they I don't think they can take new information. They get a bit anxious.
I mean, I think it's like following the flow of what you're saying. Ani macam hindi dapat
Ano ba?
Hindi dapat
So yeah, I mean, even right now, I think it's still, I don't know. I've been having like a lot of cloudy mind for the past few months. I think it's just
What do you mean?
ngaleh kali. You know, sometimes like when you are mentally tired, it takes a toll on your body. When you're fighting a lot. I mean, fighting a lot of that urge to be like, macam like you want to be like, you know, it's enough is enough, but you can't do that because you have a responsibility, right?
Right.
Take
So
care.
this is what you're feeling most days.
Most days, yeah.
Macam ngaleh ko,
ngaleh
chata.
ko,
Is it
ngaleh.
lack of sleep ka? Apa
I
kan?
think so. And then I think I realized I can't sleep so well because I want to catch up with my own self. Like I like to be alone a lot. I realized for this past 1.5 year, macam like it's too much interaction.
Yeah.
You know, it's like I feel like I just want to be alone.
Oh, too many things moving around.
Exactly. So I just prefer to be with my cats.
Yeah. Me too. Baik je ada kucing mo. That's why I've been seeing your social media. A lot
it's all
of
about
cats.
cats. Yeah. Social media for me right now is just for me to see if there are any posts that can help me think better, feel better,
Calm down.
And then it's a lot about, you know, like try not to trigger ourselves. As I always tell my husband, like, you know, try not to trigger ourselves. Don't trigger me. I won't trigger you. That we need to learn how to control our emotions. Itu macam like, so most of the time, if I'm at home, if I feel like my limit's already there, I won't talk so much. I'll just keep my hands busy. I'll be cleaning. I'll be like sweeping and everything.
So,
just to keep myself busy.
Yeah. So you're
so that I don't lash out because it's, yeah.
Oh, lagi.
But I'm
Sudah
not.
kau marah, marah benar
Yeah,
macam.
so I'm not sure. Yeah, so maybe I think I need to go out more, go to
Once in a
nature once in a
while.
while. But it's a bit
Yeah.
difficult when you have a parent to take care of, pusing them,
Yeah.
because like kalau you bawa pun mengusutkan balik. So we are still trying to learn how to find that
The
balance
best
lah.
way, right?
Yeah.
There's one thing I saw somewhere on, I don't know, TikTok. That they said you go to the beach where there's water, like looking at water.
Yes.
Should really help. Because always thought the trees is good. Because everyone knows trees outdoor, you see calmer.
Yeah.
I thought seeing water
The sound
more
of it as
effective.
well, the waves.
Yeah, so that's one thing. Ngaleh lagi kan ke
Yeah.
pantai.
And exactly. I did that I think 2 weeks ago. We brought my mother-in-law. So she was
how
very
was it?
calm and
Oh,
yeah, which was good. I mean, it calmed me too.
that's good, right?
Yeah, we were just sitting there quietly, just looking at the beach, looking at the waves rolling. I was like, I almost wanted to break down, but I was just keeping it strong for my husband lah. Terbalik. Yeah.
What's wrong with breaking down?
I don't know, because I think like I've been doing too much of it. Like I don't want to put myself in the shoe to feel sorry for myself.
Right.
You know, I don't want to keep reliving the past of that, whatever it is. Yeah. And then I realized, you know, being a carer is so hard. You need support, especially if you have a lot of family members who can help. Please help, because it's everybody's responsibility to take care of an elderly parent. Because that's what happened to my grandfather. You know, my grandma took care of him. That he died. He passed away last year, but he was already macam lali. Was it lali?
Your grandfather name, which one?
Yeah, my father's dad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I hear that.
Yeah, he passed away last year, but I think for the past 6-7 months, his health just deteriorated. But he forgets a lot of stuff. I'm not sure, but they didn't get it checked though. But he was like 87,
right.
88, and then like the good thing to see is that anaknya semua take turns to take care.
Yeah,
Macam
that's
like
nice.
doesn't necessarily mean macam apa tu macam take care, how to say it's not just being there for my grandfather but also being there for my grandma. And my auntie is the primary caregiver there for them, taking care of my grandma and my grandpa. She lived
there lah.
Yeah. So what all the other siblings did, I mean my parents, my uncles, they would always come and visit almost every other day.
So it's not a time that's quiet. It's like always.
And then plus that, and he has a lot of grandkids, and we would come by.
That helps, right?
Yeah, that helps a lot. And then to be a caregiver, especially if they have so many kids, everybody should take turn to take care. It's not about that's not an excuse about a lot of things, but yeah,
busy work.
Yeah, I would say everybody has work.
Oh wow.
And then it's not an excuse where you're the eldest son, things like that. Like take care. That's your parents. I mean, I mean, I still have my parents, and then while taking care of my husband's mom, I realized how can their kids do this?
Right, too busy for this and that.
Exactly. I mean, like I've always wanted to spend time because I'm very close with my parents. Even though I don't balik kampung, but I would ask them like, come by the house and things like that. And then,
they know you're looking after your mother-in-law.
Yeah, they know. They're very supportive, actually.
Oh, that's good.
So my mom would come by my house like every other weekend, and then she would like talk to my mother talk to my mother-in-law, cita-cita lah. And then there's a time where I would like, yay, I can escape a bit.
Macam ada babysitters.
Macam yay, I can escape. Not escape out lah. Macam I can do my own things. I can just
switch off for a
bit.
bit.
I can switch off because I mean family members like despite whatever differences there is, like we should take care of our parents lah. And then it's not up to your in-laws to do that, I think, so sama-sama jaga lah. I mean, that's your parent ba, and then apa lagi kalau mampu, lagi bagus.
Yeah. Kalau anda mampu lagi teruk.
Lagi teruk. Tapi kamu pajal juga, macam payah je tu. Exactly, right? Sama-sama ba tanggung ba? Because at the end of the day, atindong kamu kan.
Right. So I want to ask you,
Yeah.
especially for the listeners who are not in the situation yet,
Yeah.
they don't experience this yet. Well, what do we expect? What will we expect to be doing? What does it take to care for a person with dementia?
My sister lives with me.
Oh yeah, still
Still. So they understand. I mean, I don't expect them to help out. That's for sure. It's not their
you didn't
responsibility.
delegate for
No,
her
no,
lah.
no, no, no,
Okay.
no. But I would tell my husband to take care of his mom lah. Of course lah, huh? Mine is mostly emotional support, clean up and all that stuff.
Okay.
For my husband.
For
so that
him.
he is able to take care of his mom.
So when you say take care, okay, let's say your husband's role in looking after the mom.
Like
what
make
does
sure
he
like
need
she
to
takes her meds, bring her to her clinics, and make sure that she gets whatever she wants.
Macam PA lah.
Macam tu lah, PA.
Literally.
Yeah. And then macam like when she has one of her episodes, sometimes she forgets who we are. She forgets the time of day.
Right.
And sometimes she thinks that we're going to school every morning. I'm like, school? No, I said we're working.
It sounds like stage 3 stuff.
I don't know.
She doesn't realize she has this, no?
She does know sometimes.
Okay, but because I heard that if someone is still in the early stages, they can feel they've forgotten. Like,
I thought awal-awal to happen, I think.
Oh my god,
I think that happened like maybe my husband told me about 2, 3, 4 years ago.
Tu awal-awal masa tu. Sadar
awal-awal.
masih ya lupa.
Awal ba?
But when
Cuma awal lupa macam tu.
But that when it's already bad, is they don't even believe they forgot.
Yeah.
Like, what? What are
And
you
then
talking
after that,
about,
they
you know?
get, and then when there will be an episode where she will be like crying and depressed and all that, and then there will be another episode where she gets very feisty.
Yeah, I heard. Macam, is there a dangerous feisty in what she does?
Melawan feisty, like little kid melawan.
Oh, teriak-teriak, marah-marah.
Marah-marah lah macam tu. Kalau macam tu ni ambil aku mati macam tu lah. And I'm like, mak. Bisa
yeah, it's like that. I have one person I know, mamanya ada kali jua macam mana, but yeah, violent.
Oh yo.
Sampai berpisau berapa. Because they get what's that? Not
That is
delusional.
one
Macam
thing
delusional. Macam like someone's out to get me.
Oh, that happened one time.
Apa tu reaction
She was saying, somebody want to bring me to court.
To court?
Bring me to court pasal something about apa kah cakapnya? Like bring her to hell or something. I was like, huh?
Okay, that sounds more
I
like
was shocked. I was like, what? No. Nobody's bringing you there. I was like, you're just hallucinating.
Oh. Yeah, it's like that though.
Yeah, tapi if you say that hallucinating, marah sih lagi.
Makin dah lah.
And I'm like, I don't know how to handle this. And then macam sekali tu macam aku marah berhabis kan. I feel so bad bilang after that. Macam aku tu marah bah. She was in that episode. Aku lagi.
Kau layan pulang.
Aku layan pulang my I have my low EQ at that time. Aku layan lagi marah ko. And then after that I stopped myself. I'm like, you know what? Go to your room. I said. I started cleaning the house. Just to calm down.
God.
Excuse me, yeah.
Yeah.
Itulah. Macam, Ya Allah. I always say, Ya Allah help me. Ya Allah help me. Redakanlah hatiku ni.
Because we're human Jawa. Like, kalau termarah tu macam, yeah.
I know. And then I'm like, Ya Allah, I always ask for Allah's help every time. Like whenever I see the mama, Ya Allah help me. You get me kah? Supaya macam, how to say this tanya tu indah rasa macam terpaksa.
Yeah.
Terindah ikhlas. You get what I mean? Macam like, we have to.
Yeah, because, okay, I hope my mom doesn't hear this. But my mom and dad, I feel dorang ada ba. But they are just like, nah, Because my mom dulu, sama ni like your mother-in-law, very, memory niya bagus. Like, I can do everything. Like,
strong-willed person.
Like, stay out of my way.
Nothing is gonna bring me down.
Yeah.
Kind of attitude, yeah.
So, recently, past few years, I'll be like, ini macam dementia, And she'd be like, jangan minta-minta. Okay, fine. Okay. But I'm just saying because the traits ba, and
Yeah.
I'm quite aware of it kan. Ito yesterday ni, we were on the phone. Okay, I realized if I'm not in a stable mental state,
Don't talk to
I
them.
cannot answer the phone
Yeah.
because it's just gonna go the other way, you know.
Yeah.
So kanete she called pagi. Yung lagi pagi nelipon where I need my morning to be smooth
Zen.
kan, you know, right?
Yeah.
So aku jawab lah, I said, hello, yeah. And then she goes, rupanya credit current off. Abis.
Abis.
Hindi ba karan rumah dorang ni?
Ah.
And I was like, I I thought they had changed their meter sudawa because this has happened before.
Yeah.
So kalau the old meter, aku yang tukang top up ni, no
Yeah.
problem niya, like whatever, it's nothing to me, like yeah, okay. And ni kanetya, I'm a bit confused about the situation of the meter.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to find out first, meter ni macam mana usulnya. It didn't go down well, okay. I was like, where's daddy, you know?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he's gone out. I don't know where he is. I think he's gone to fix the situation.
Uh-huh.
And I'm going, okay, cool then. Because ako ni talor je. I thought I cannot top up yet anymore ba.
Yeah.
Meter lama ni wa. Panya bude.
Oh.
For now, still can.
Oh, okay.
Whatever lah, I don't know. So I was like I was not sure what to do. So hang up. Adalah very strenuous conversation. After I could telefon Samsul, my husband, and I was like, macam mana karana ni? He goes, I think you can still top up dulu. Selagi belum change kan.
Awak.
Like, really? Okay, fine. So I tried. It worked.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, okay. Then call them up. Balik to my father ni. And then I said, have you dealt with the this thing? And I just went out to get the paper. Went out to get. I was like, you know, in the bakaran, right, rumah? Yeah, I don't know. Like he's so like loopy, like gives a damn. But thing is, he's always been like that, ba.
Yeah.
Ito ko na for sure ni, like.
Never bring out. He said he's under my wife will handle it.
But my mom is like, daddy ni, he's about like these two are like this, yeah. And I'm like, macam mana niya? And then, you know, they live in Tutong, right?
Yeah.
Orang lah, jauh ba. Manina sanang ko manage, but ani macam I gotta do things remotely.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
mah sudah.
Kan?
My God, it was so crazy. And I was like, I said to my husband, can you sort out this meter thing, you know? Like,
Tapi diorang cakah. Dia cakah in their mind, right?
well, kinda. I don't
Yeah.
know. In their world lah. In their world, they're chak.
Well, they have each other.
Ito
I think
kan.
that's what's keeping them
Ito
strong.
macam, oh my God. Ito ko, hindi ko dapat ni betelipon macam mana. It's gotta be a non-story. Then that's fine. But if
Yeah.
it's like something I can't explain them anything ba.
Yeah.
And I can't get answers ba.
Yeah.
Hindi tentu.
Doesn't tell you, you'll be like, okay, enough.
Yeah, tapi I'm not sure about this dementia in their case.
Yeah.
I need just what I feel.
Yeah.
Macam it's getting there. But
Oh.
in your case, did
Mhm.
you get it? Did you get her diagnosed? Kat sudah?
Still, they are still determining it. Yeah. She
But
went
it's
to
obvious,
PSJC.
kan?
Yeah, it's obvious. And then I
Right.
think the thing with people suffering from dementia, if they're alone, lagi kasihan. I mean, if they have no life partner.
Macam mana?
If they have no life partner, especially if their life partner is not around or they're single ka. Lagi
And
kasihan.
if the kids don't nada or don't look after them, whatever.
Yeah.
Macam mana? Ita comes your mom, mother-in-law, kan to?
Yeah.
That was her job, kan?
Yeah.
To just come in every day, look after the house,
Yeah.
and then leave, come back again.
Or sometimes she would stay there dulu. That's what my
Oh.
husband told me. Like the patient punya kids would pay her to stay there, take care.
Ada kids membayar,
Ada kids. Di luar negeri cuma tu je tu.
Yeah.
Like orang putihnya, like you know, they don't take care. But maybe not all. Not all. Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah.
So I think like the only way for me to really take care of my space, this space and that space,
mental, heart,
everything
body,
space is like, you know what they say, right? If you have nothing nice to say, just shut up.
Apa? Tapi kalau kau kerja, who looks after?
My CCTV.
You mean you live in the house?
Yeah.
For now, can lah.
Now can.
Still can.
I don't know how it will be.
Oh my God! Because
future.
I was thinking, macam mana orang macam, because
We make sure that her food is there.
okay,
her
so
dry
she can
food.
still prepare.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Oh,
still
not
alright.
cooking.
No, but she
Cooking
can
is off
still
limits.
sort herself out. Lah.
Yeah, itu
Okay,
boleh.
still,
So we just make
still
sure that
good.
we need to prepare like her bread, her tuna, and everything that
But
she can
that's
eat.
good, at
But yeah, tapi
least.
appetite-nya lain-lain. She can't eat too much jua. She can't eat too sikit jua. Sometimes she can't eat too solid jua. So we play around with dia punya liur lah.
Oh,
Macam
right.
like before I leave the house, I make sure I lock everything, tutup gas,
Oh my
like
God,
lock,
yeah.
tell her not to open the door. Kalau orang
Pandayain dah buka pintu.
I just kali tu. I don't know. I think she was in her state of hallucination. Kali she
Oh,
thinks
no.
that there's somebody in the house or whatever,
Oh no.
or she thinks there's no current, but apparently there's current. And then she let one of the contractor to come inside the house through my windows.
Huh?
I caught that on CCTV. It happened half an hour before I went home. I was so pissed.
But they were real contractors.
Oh
huh?
yeah,
How did she get them?
they were working on the other house on the other side. She called them.
Dipanggil niya.
Help! Go through the window. I was so pissed, and she denied. I was like, I have proof.
Macam pandai je masih tu lah.
I have proof. She's like, oh, indah, because nada karan. I'm like, I just karan. I see the fan moving. So I know, like, she's one of the. I was so angry.
That was not safe as well.
I was not safe. I was like, that was one of my concern in the beginning I had about the
Leaving
safety and
her.
security of the house and with her in it, because anything this I have CCTV watching her kan. Yeah.
Because in most cases, someone's gonna stop working. Someone has to 24/7. Who will it be when the time comes?
Exactly. That's why I said, kadang-kadang I realize, right, banyak anak ni pun semestinya they would take care of you.
Benar tu.
Kan?
Oh, ba. It doesn't mean you have 7 kids or you're sorted. You're safe. Someone's gonna come to you.
Nanda. Not necessarily.
I don't know. I believe in Brunei there are families like that. Ramai diberadik, but seorang-seorang dah dapat diharap. Maybe only one out of the 7.
Or maybe 1.5 or 2.
Aba.
But still, right? Tapi kan itulah kan mengucap nombor 1. Astaghfirullahalazim. Never mind. I let. Like I said, it is a test for us as much as it is a test for them.
What can you do, right? But sure.
You
gotta have that.
I need to talk to Dr. Asma about this.
Yeah, we're gonna get you some help.
Yeah.
The thing about Kara ni, mesti ada support system.
Exactly.
Did you have a support system?
Only me and my husband are support.
That's no support system. That's just a support one.
Yeah, just a support.
Support. Nah, support system. What I understand is like a place where you can unload, unpack, and just blah 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 blah.
No, I don't. Mostly it's just to myself and Allah. I was like, oh help. Sometimes like there are words that you can't utter. You don't know how to face it. You don't know how to face it. You don't know what to say. You don't know how to say it, but it's just there. I think Allah hears us, right?
Of course.
Yeah.
Can you share with me this level when you get to that state where you like this? What normally would have triggered it? What's the situation?
When I'm tired, I guess.
Tired.
When it's too much already. When I feel like macam manakan, I said. Bukannya seorang sejenak ni. Like that ba. That's, yeah. So, when you feel like macam it's only you and then like nobody else who is supposed to help out is helping out.
Nada that framework, okay.
Nada
person
that support,
A, person B.
Yeah, nada that support framework ba. Macam, I don't know if they're ignorant ka or they just don't care ka or they have no empathy level ka. I don't know. I mean, I've brought this up twice. It wasn't a good response from them. So after that, I was like, you know what, whatever.
Right.
I'm at the age where you guys are kids and I don't need to fight for my stand on how to take care of somebody elderly because I've been through life way much more, So I'm like, you know what? F it. Let's just do what we can do. We just swing it. I said, Allah maybe will help us out. I mean, Allah will definitely help us out, but in His own way. Yeah. We just need to see it that way.
In a way, him, your husband, and your mother-in-law, they're lucky to have you.
Yeah.
If you think about it, because yeah, you were.
I mean, my husband's brother helped out as well. There's only 2, but if you have more siblings, why not help out more?
Yeah.
Macam tu lah.
Ideally lah.
Ideally lah. Because if you think about it, macam, I don't know how to say this. You need, family members need to understand how it feels like to be a carer of your own parents.
Mhm.
You cannot dismiss what your other sibling who is the carer feels.
Of course.
We shouldn't. That means macam like, manusia ka kamu ni. Nada feeling of empathy ka.
Yeah.
Something like that. Because
Yeah.
I think maybe because I'm a highly functioning sensitive person. Even for me, I realize I'm very sensitive in certain areas. I can somehow, feel if this person's energy and whatnot is macam right now, whatever it is lah. That's why I realize we should understand what every family member is feeling or doing, while taking care of the parents who's going through dementia. Itulah. But if they don't try to understand you, then you can just just turn the other cheek and just ignore lah saja. I'm not saying like be passive aggressive or be very passive about it. But it's just you gotta know where to draw the line for yourself.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. You gotta.
I don't know if that makes sense. Like, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like, what can you do, right? Like everyone has their own choice.
Exactly.
How to deal.
Yeah.
Kalau orang tu sudah lang in the willing, and you're trying to make them willing,
stress je ni.
it just doesn't happen.
Exactly.
You're not gonna get anywhere.
Yeah. So itulah.
So you're feeling a lot of resentment to the situation that you're in.
Yeah.
But of course now you're dealing with it lah.
Yeah.
But I believe there's resentment on and off when you kanang balik.
Yeah, on and off. So that's why I always like, I have a conversation where I always go like, sabar. Maybe this is Allah's way of giving you more pahala. Maybe kurangkan dosa ka, apakah, Itulah. So, yeah. I think even now, I always doakan lah, ya Allah, bukakanlah hati durang. Berikanlah, hidayah hara durang ka. And then also to myself and my husband, give us more peace and calm. Make us understand more on this situation, so that we feel, so that we have more empathy.
Yeah.
So that sabar lah. Because like, if you think about it, this is a very hard situation for a newlywed.
Yeah.
Right? The first year of our marriage was rocky already.
Scary, huh?
Because of taking care of, and you see how to say this. You haven't even gotten to know each other's punya budi bicara macam mana, benar-benar, and then you already have to take care of.
Yeah, like
of an elderly person.
Piled on.
Yeah. Then there's no privacy for you. You don't have quality time together because we are always emotionally full.
Yeah.
That cup is really,
Banyak kan
really full.
dipikirkan.
Mentally and emotionally exhausting.
How did you manage?
I think because I've always have a strong character. Like, mindset. It's all about mindset lah.
Oh.
Kan?
Like you're not gonna let yourself down lah.
Exactly.
Basically.
Yeah. I mean, like, I can just let myself be down. Of course, you need to give that space for yourself to process, right? And after you just say, you know what, just pick yourself back up again. But it's okay if I fall again. I can just pick myself up again.
But you're not gonna quit on yourself.
No. Because I think the kind of character I am, I think you know me very well. I'm the type like who don't quit easily.
Oh.
And even though like I have a lot of stuff happening to me in the past 1.5 years, work, personal, family, but I just tell myself, macam like, it's okay, other people may have experienced way much more worse than me, so I should be thankful that I still have,
That's one way of
people,
putting it,
my own family members who still loves me. I still have my work. I still have my husband who loves me.
So you think of all the be
Yeah, yeah,
grateful
yeah.
and all
Be
this kind of
grateful.
thing.
I think that's why Islam is so beautiful in a way. Macam it teaches us gratitude, even
Hmm.
despite adversaries. Despite a lot of things that's happening around you that you don't want to happen. That
Yeah.
macam it's not my fault. Why am I put in this situation? Like playing the
Yeah.
victim.
Yeah.
You know, not playing the victim lah. How to say macam like always feeling sorry for yourself. I don't
Hmm.
find that works out.
It does happen.
Yeah, it does happen.
For
But
sure.
but the thing is that the only way to pull yourself out is have faith in Allah. That's it.
What if
That-
you're
that-
not Muslim?
What if I'm not
How?
Muslim?
I always ask that question because we
I
always have
think
an answer with this
okay.
and that. Tapi
Okay.
kalau yang
For someone who doesn't know, I'm a mu'alaf. Okay. So I've this February will be 2 years
Oh, yeah.
for me celebrating my life
So
as a
fast,
Muslim.
huh?
So fast.
That's like 2 years
So I
ago.
think previously before I was a Muslim believe in the oneness of God, in the oneness of Allah. I've always have this mindset of macam there's a creator.
Okay.
Okay. And
Higher power lah.
higher power.
Okay.
There's a higher power. Then I think I'm always a positive thinking kind of person.
Yeah.
I'm a macam like do as you go kind of person.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
oh that failed, never mind.
Glass half full.
Yeah, glass half full, or maybe even if it's full, I can still empty out and then get it full again. You get what I mean? So I'm always like that.
Naturally, you've been this way.
Naturally, I've always been the go-getter. Like, just do it, just do it. Even though like people say, oh, you can't, I'd be like, oh, whatever.
Lantak saja.
Lantak saja. I mean, like, I like learning new stuff.
Yeah.
I like learning new
I
stuff.
think that's important.
Yeah. And then I've always believed like macam I don't know why I wasn't even Muslim back then. I was saying Allah, if this is your rezeki for me, then it is for me. I always say it like that. Kan? Yeah, right. So Allah works in wondrous, mysterious ways.
And then you are a believer.
Yeah.
And I think because your situation in it is very heavy, if you didn't have that, it would be 10 times worse.
Yeah.
And it's already bad, but like because you have something to hold on to,
yeah,
it makes it
bearable.
That's the word actually.
Which is actually alhamdulillah. If I think back, it could have been way much more worse than it is. But I think because I have so much faith, I think that it just helped me. Macam I always feel like macam the hardship that you have now, it won't be that hard in the future in the long run. There's always something better for us. You get me? It may not be in this life, it may be in the hereafter. That's why I always remind myself if I macam termarah ka, macam tersasak ka. You get what I mean? Macam taking care of people of elderly like this, it just saps out a lot of energy. Allah.
I know. I don't even look after my parents right now.
And these are your parents that you feel that way. And this is my in-law.
Aku di telepon sudah zaps out a lot
this
of
is my
energy.
in-law who I have no emotional memory connection to.
Yeah.
Lagi tak easier for me to be kurang ajar, honestly speaking.
Yeah.
Lagi tak easier for me to just say, I don't care.
Yeah.
You get me? But I have to think about but I'm not really like that, bah. Aku jenisnya macam will think like that, but I won't act it out. You get me?
Yeah,
I will control myself, bah.
Yeah,
I will drag myself back
You'll
to say, hey, cannot.
You'll think it.
Yeah.
It's not like you're gonna act on it.
So macam, what was the point I was making? So it's all about a lot of self-control.
Yeah.
And then always reflecting and remind ourselves, na baik ni buat macam mana. I think like when you were sharing with me, it's not about what we are chasing in this life. I always think about macam mana nanti di akhirat sekarang ah. What happened if I'm gone tomorrow? Macam mana? I haven't even get to fulfill my a lot of the things that I'm supposed to do properly and things like that. There are a lot of other things that we need to improve ourselves. And doesn't mean like I was reading somewhere, doesn't mean you do your 5 daily prayers but you don't do the other stuff. Being nice to people, being kind to people, reading whatever it is to improve yourself and all that. Doesn't even guarantee you a step. So there's a lot of things for us to learn. So I was telling my husband, maybe this is one of the ways. Allah kan bagi kita ni hidayah. Slowly.
Coins.
Kan?
Collecting points.
Collecting points ba. So I always tell myself that collect points, collect points, collect points. Kan?
Yeah.
And then kalau aku macam termarah, I feel really bad, you know.
Guilty lah salah satu.
This time my husband said macam, I feel like you macam dah berapa layan mama macam tu. Macam you always quiet around her. I said, daripada aku kurang ajar, I rather just keep quiet. I said.
You know yourself lah.
Exactly, because if I burst,
that's it.
I can
club away.
Yeah. Because people always see me as, happy-go-lucky, Meg. Oh, she's very happy-go-lucky and all that.
Yeah.
Jangan. Happy-go-lucky ni yang bahaya ni if they burst.
Sabar.
Because diorang punya sabar, they can sabar. I can really sabar.
Yalah.
Tetapi jangan sampai tahap where I feel like you are disrespecting me, you're taking advantage of me, and all that, which I'll be like, you know what? I can just cut somebody off just like that.
Snap.
Yeah, I can snap and sever ties.
Me too.
I'm like, you're not bringing any benefit to my life, and you're always making me angry. So what's the point? Even if I do self-reflection pun macam like, okay, yes, memang aku dah salah, but I rather not want to put myself more salah. So I rather just distance myself.
We have boundaries. We respect our boundaries, okay?
Exactly.
That's what it is.
Because if we know that if somebody can trigger us that way, and then we even do our self-control, our self-control is just keep away from that person lah. Kan? That's the best way, right? Rather than we keep on berdosa saja, you know.
Allah.
Kan? Something like that lah. So mental health is very, very important. Being a carer. Yeah, you need a lot of patience lah. I think ani alhamdulillah, ya Allah, slowly lah. I think ada juga, I think the family member is coming in to help.
That's good.
Alhamdulillah.
I think
I think we just need to sabar saja lah. And of course, I realize in any hardship that we are going through, Allah just wants us to turn to Him.
At the end of the day, right?
Yeah. Nobody else can help you.
Macam mana tu juga.
Exactly.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I have one friend of mine that I know. Ia punya family member dementia berhabis sudah. Another lagi like, explained that the way you describe is like another lagi personality now. And they were very close. They're very close.
How old is this person?
This person's probably in the 30s. Huh? The dad, the bapaknya tua lah sudah, dah tahu lah, tapi anaknya ni 30s. Muda masih lah.
Yeah.
And thing is, when I met this person, I'm not really focused on learning about dementia ni, but through what he explains and he talks about ni, I can just tell like the person very close. Macam you in the rapat mother-in-law mo kan, you kind of just only met her now, you never knew her before, that kind of thing. But the ones who have that connection from growing up, best friends, you know, that kind of thing, it's like a death in the family. It's like they're alive but they're dead. That's how they feel. That's what he told me. And I was like, macam payah je tu. Because for me, I was initially thinking, well, hidup je mas. Still alive. But they talk like they're already past ba. Nada lagi ada connection at the ba.
Yeah, the person is not
there.
Yeah,
not there.
Character niya nada. It's like an empty shell.
Yeah, exactly. So took me a while to understand, like, because when he expressed it, aku ni confused. Hidup ke? Meninggal ke? Hidup masih ke parentnya ni? Tapi hidup masih. Ganya the mind is not there ba. So it's like a slow, long funeral.
Oh, that's very taxing, no?
Right.
For the family members.
Yeah, the one I'm very close. Like, you don't know whether to mourn them yet because hidup masih. Tapi it's morning already.
How do they deal with it?
Baru mention, nangis. It's just crying.
Crying.
Oh, it's very sad.
How long has the dad been that way? Like a
year? I don't recall.
Two?
Tapi batas sudah lah.
Oh, no.
Yeah. And the fact that this person doesn't live sama dorang in another country, even worse.
Oh.
And in the case of Kadia ni, he wants to contribute but unable to. Lagi, it's a different situation altogether.
Lagi tak macam conflicting minda dan jiwa tu.
Yeah, and I was really looking at his case and its situation. Macam, like, I want to understand, like, you can't just say, look, he's still alright. I mean, like, he's still alive. You can whatever can, but it's not like that. It's like,
Because you have an emotional connection with that person,
yeah,
ba. And then for that person to not remember anything, and then
yeah.
you're
It's
just
like
like
wiped
talking
out,
to
ba.
you're like talking to an empty shell. It's like so devastating for them.
Mm. So it took a while for me to understand, like, there's nothing I could ever say to help this person feel better. Nada. Like, I can't come up with some formula like, kalau client ku macam mana cakap ko, like, aning dah, ano ko dapat, like, I just have to do nothing, just shut up and listen, you know? And I can't be saying, yeah, I understand, like, I don't.
Yeah.
I have not walked through this
Yeah.
path, so macam, I can just empathize, like, just imagine, like, macam mana rasanya.
And like the case of my husband Atullah in the beginning, he was in so much denial,
Mm.
over the mom to like slowly losing it. Gitu. Yeah. I think
Because they're close, ba?
he's still coming to terms with it lang.
Yeah,
Slowly,
it's not
slowly.
easy, especially if they've been rapat, if they really, love each other. Because the case yang kekanalan ni, very close one.
Yeah.
Like, if he talks about the days, just about the data, macam you will feel it, why you will want to
Yeah.
cry listening to just the simplest stories, because adoration at the very high, like,
Yeah.
adore family member niya ni,
Yeah.
yang dementia ni. So to not be able to have that back again, it's like a death. Kan?
I'm not sure if I'm ready to see that happening. You get me? It's like it's either a slow progress or a fast progress.
Is that in what I understand dementia ni, it could jump.
Yeah. You could just jump a few stages.
Yeah, like terus cuma ni. Ikutlah how you look after ano lah.
And then it's a
kalian.
hereditary thing.
Is it? Oh my god.
I think so. Because like I remember his mom said her auntie has it, her mom has it. Her aunt who's in their 80s has it. She has it. And she's only 60 plus.
Yeah. So that's the thing. So I had a podcast with Dr. Rajasma and Kalinda regarding brain health. That's a good one lah. If you think about it, you want to apply some of those things to her.
Yeah.
Like, make sure there's some social thing going on. Like, berjalan untuk learn something new, walaupun it's very kan, macam you think it's going to be hard. It's fine because, like you mentioned earlier, she wants to learn macam mana sembahyang.
Yeah.
Ajar saja dia. It may not be retention wise nada, but like, if that's something she has verbally said, teach me to pray. Just go ahead and do it. Repetition. It'll help.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's about taking some kind of steps different from your routine.
Yeah.
So that the brain starts to grow a bit, reconnect a bit, because kalau nada activity, that's where it starts to die further.
Yeah.
Nada brain exercise, ba.
But she tends to forget Joa selalu. Like today she said this, the next day she said this.
Memang.
And then after this she's like, oh, I didn't say that.
Yeah. It's
oh, I said this. Oh, yeah.
yeah.
I did. Tengah malam kita bangun, we were still watching TV outside. She was like, ya, mana si Anu? We were like, siapa lagi? Takut kami tu. Si Anu mana? There was one time my husband brought her out just to get some stuff. Then she's like, ya, didn't she go down with you? I saw somebody go down with you. She was like, no, she's at home. Terus baca ayat kursi sebelum beli rumah.
Tungkal. Tapi benar. I mean,
tungkal.
For you, that's dementia for you,
Yeah.
Like, after a while, you're gonna know you're gonna clearly understand what it is.
Yeah.
Like, and you're not gonna freak out. You're just gonna understand this is what we have to do. It's just gonna be like, what's next? You know, how do we handle? So for you, that support system you want to build.
Yeah.
You want to gain that. Because for yourself pun, you gotta be mentally there, right? In
Yeah.
order to be able to look after Chumane, Chumato.
Exactly. Because I have to look after myself
Yeah.
first. After that, my husband, and then my parents. You know,
Yeah. So right now, what are you doing for your self care?
what am I doing for my self care?
Is there anything or nada right now?
Well, I've been taking care of how I eat because I've been
Okay.
neglecting that.
Oh, all right.
Right.
Okay. That's important. Okay.
Yeah, that's important.
That's important even if you weren't a carer, okay?
Okay. But you know, when these things happen, you tend to let go because you're like too
lah.
much things to handle.
Ditong kaya lagi.
The, so
Okay,
I've been
so
taking
food,
care
okay,
of how
good.
I
Okay,
eat,
great.
and then been taking a lot of extra steps to take care of my relationship with my husband.
Right.
You know, I think that's very important.
Do you feel it like getting rocky?
No,
going
it's
down?
getting better.
Okay,
There's more
improve.
understanding.
Yeah.
Because the first year was really hard. You know, first year newlywed couple, and then
Yeah.
you need to take care of taros jatuh, and then
Yeah.
there's no time for you to bond. You know, as husband and wife, so it can get really hard. Yeah.
So the relationship is very ano lah,
Yeah.
something you want to focus on.
Yes.
How do you do that?
I don't remember how I do it. I just did it. I don't know how to answer it.
Do you go out? I mean, do you have?
We go out and we work out together. We go out. So when we're both working, we go for lunch together. And those little signs.
that's
Then we just keep
good.
in touch.
Yeah, if
You
you're
know?
able to do that. I know one thing I read somewhere. Like even small things. It doesn't even need to be too much. Even sitting like this,
Yeah.
hold hands,
Yes.
look into each other's eyes.
Oh, doing housework together.
There's a win for me. Housework together. Yeah, it has to be like
The wife will be so happy. It's like, oh, my
Yeah.
husband's so happy.
yeah,
Mau
'cause
dipuji.
if you're let's say you're going through stress,
Yeah.
asal saja you feel heard, that's a win.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Oh, and also I think feeding the strays.
Oh,
Stray
That's
dogs. We have a lot of stray dogs in my kampong.
okay. So what do you do?
I just feed them.
And you feel better?
Yeah. Kasian kan. I'm like, oh, lagi kasian ka mo ni. And they're so quiet.
Okay.
Quiet means like very jinak. Di luar at di luar rumah. I'm like, hey,
Oh
siapa
yeah.
suruh kamu kacau? If I marah, takut tidur orang. The stray dogs. So funny.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good. I mean, like, yeah. So that's one of your self care.
Yeah, it's not my self-care. Just like taking care of what makes me happy.
Right.
You know? I think
Macam,
that's very
like for
important.
you, like it seems as if like you take yourself out of situations, and then you macam acts of service ako niya. Like you
Yeah.
are like you want to do things.
Yeah. In my own controlled way.
Yeah.
With my
for
own.
others.
You
like,
get me?
Oh.
In my own controlled way that I know I'm doing this because I want to do it.
Yeah.
It's not I'm doing this because I have to.
You have no choice.
You have no choice. So
Yeah.
that's a different kind of act of service, right?
Yeah.
So for me, it's like I feel much more happier if I get to contribute in a way aku ikhlas sendiriku.
Yeah.
Mau.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Willing.
Willing. Because I've always been giving out act of service. I guess.
Oh.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Do you want to know why you're this way?
Why?
Do you want to
Yeah,
find
I
out?
want to. Why?
Okay, I have a personality test that
Okay.
you can take.
Okay. Now?
It's very interesting.
Ba?
I'll give it to you nante.
Ba, okay.
It's comprises of I don't know 99 questions I think.
Oh my lord.
But it's really good because the report is very clear.
Ah.
I always like to do personality tests young accurate so that you can understand yourself.
I've done a color brain test
Oh, what is that?
to show what kind of how your brain works.
Okay,
So there's like green, red, purple, and blue.
what are you?
I'm a green,
Meaning?
meaning I'll just do it without thinking so much and processing information.
Oh, ngam lah.
You
What?
get me?
Without processing information.
Without processing so much information.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah. I'll be like, oh, can you do this? I'll be like, okay lah, just do. Because I'm like, I can. Summing up, that's what green is. I'm a go-getter. I'm a doer.
Oh, hindi overthink na.
No, I don't overthink. I will overthink sekejap saja. Mana? Can I? Oh, wait, let me think. Okay. And then I will just correct along the way.
Okay lah, good lah. That's good. That's really good.
So maybe maybe that's why I can survive in this situation where I'm
Yeah.
carrying, I'm just thinking ahead. Just think ahead. Think
Yeah,
ahead.
it's like
Think
you've
ahead.
been able to like cope.
Yeah. Maybe that's how I've been able to cope. Just think ahead.
Interesting.
Just do it
right?
saja. Macam buat
Yeah.
saja, buat
Plus, you
saja.
don't
Do
have
it
a
saja.
choice in this matter, ba?
Yeah.
I do
But
recall. I do recall when you were not in your best.
yeah.
It was scary. It was very like all or nothing.
Yeah.
So it can get that bad. It was that bad.
Yeah.
But obviously, time has taught you, has let you settle in.
Yeah.
Because your situation is very unique, ba? Like you
Yeah.
just got married, ba? And you had no idea she was going through this. And then suddenly, okay, here's your mother-in-law, nah,
You got
and she's got dementia,
yeah.
and you're like, what the?
Exactly.
Yeah, and then you had a lot to get used to. A new family, in-laws to like understand. Oh, cuma ni dorang ni rupanya. La 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 la. Like
Yeah.
it's just a lot. I don't know if me and
I
I don't
don't
know some
know.
other people. I don't know if they could do what you did.
Well, Allah won't give us things that we can't handle, right? Even if we think we cannot handle, but actually we can. We just have to macam.
yeah.
I don't know how did I pull through. I think you just have a lot of faith je lah.
Yeah.
And
Mana kali test
determination.
mo kali.
Yeah.
Like you can handle it. That's what you got.
Because I actually have patience problem.
You?
I'm not that patient.
Serious?
I can be patient, but ada limit, yeah.
Like everyone.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like I can wait. Let's say I can wait for somebody for like 2 hours just sitting down there.
Wow, that's crazy.
Tapi in my mind, we'd be like, "Ah, was hot. You better have a good reason."
Could it be? Could it be because you newlywed Johan? I mean, you love him.
Yeah,
That's why you do it.
yeah.
There's
why I
something.
do it.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I mean, I doubt you would give a care if halfway through you're like, you know what? I don't love you that much. Like goodbye, Chetua. Like because you actually do love him,
Yeah.
your husband, and then
Yeah.
of course you care for the mom, lah.
Yeah,
You wouldn't do that to him.
exactly. I only do that because in my mind, this is somebody's I love punya mom. You get me?
Oh, wow.
Kalau kamu sampai hati, anda akan jaga, itu that's on you lah. Tapi I'm not that.
Oh, wow.
You know?
That's what I'm thinking. Kalau ada married couples, let's say for 10, 20 years married, then kena suruh jaga the mother-in-law, whatever lah. Ha? Alam tantu, because it's like, if you didn't love your spouse enough,
Yeah.
and it gets way too much, macam mana situationnya,
Yeah. It's really hard.
Yeah, because it's already hard. Tambah lagi this, tambah
Yeah.
lagi that. The relationship is actually crucial.
Kan?
Yeah, your husband and you.
Yeah.
Because
My husband is
without
such a sweet man, actually.
without it, payah tu, complicated dia. Kebaratan dia, lain kan energinya macam.
Then I
Why
realized
am I doing this?
we have to be strong for each other.
Yeah.
Because I know I can be strong. I'm strong on my own.
Apa?
But sometimes I would like to feel vulnerable again. Yeah, us girls.
Apa?
Very independent, but we also want to feel
Yeah, like
vulnerable.
I can do it without all y'all.
Yeah.
But I don't wanna.
But I don't want to, please. I just want to like melt.
Oh.
Like,
It's just a few days ago, I was talking with Asma and Kalinda. And
Uh-huh.
we were discussing a lot about the kind of support people such as yourself need. Because dulu, maybe you can quit your job and do full-time look after,
Yeah.
like dapat kerja, whatever.
Siapa bagi aku makan?
But these days, walaupun banyak anak, they have their family, they need to work.
Yeah.
Some people they just unable to,
Yeah.
So to ask someone to quit their job, quit their career, it's not as easy anymore.
Yeah.
These days.
Yeah.
So what is needed? Like we were thinking, we're just talking lah. Like there should be like how people have daycares for kids. There should be a daycare for orang tua.
Yes.
Jangan tak old folks home. Atu maybe not gonna be looked
Of course
positively lah.
Yeah.
But in a way,
It's like a daycare
Wah.
center for elderly.
yeah, just to keep their minds moving.
especially elderlies with maybe Alzheimer ka, dementia ka. with carers there to help them.
Yeah.
It's like we're putting them in school during the day when we
so
work.
you play games, and dulu people, Chinese people, they play mahjong.
Yeah, mahjong they say is really
it's
good.
actually the game.
It's
to
really
play,
good.
yeah.
It's not an easy game to play.
It's for memory and all
It's
this
not an
stuff,
easy game to
right?
play.
Kita ko, mesti belajar ni mahjong ni.
Yeah, mahjong is fun actually. It's not an easy game to play.
Yata.
Yeah.
No wonder, right? They
Yep.
do this kan. Ito macam there's so many activities that people can do together. Together lah orang dementia, orang
Yeah.
boomer, orang tua apa ni.
It's just a daycare center. Why can't we have
like
that?
community center,
Yeah,
right?
community center.
Whatever you call it.
They do have that, I think. Pusat warga emas. Tapi most of them are like still quite mentally active lah.
Okay.
You get what I mean?
Belum lagi
Yeah.
that stage.
Belum lagi that
But
stage.
that's the
So these are the
thing.
ones that they go to these organizations and hang out and stuff, and do
Because-
stuff and all that.
Because I'm thinking, like these days lah, you can't deny it, right? No one is just gonna quit their job, you see. Cannot
No.
job, they need the income, you see.
Yeah,
But if they had a place to get the assistance, get that support, bawa saja, and these people, the one yang orang tua ni, they might enjoy it as well.
Exactly.
Daripada di rumah, like you're right now leaving here at home,
Yeah.
kan? With the CC camera, CCTV.
Yeah.
I mean, how fast can you get there if anything
Exactly.
happens?
kan?
Sama aja, it's very dangerous, right?
Mm.
So eventually someone's gonna have to be there,
Exactly.
But if you cannot quit, so in future we're just thinking this is one of the things we kind of need, Chataba.
Can we do that? I think we can.
And like make it like I think it's necessary, because how people are like struggling, people are dying looking after orang semana ni,
I don't think we can depend on the government to do that for us. We need.
Yeah,
we
it's
need
gonna
to do
be
it
like a pull
ourselves.
together kind of thing, and it's
Oh wait, we have pusat warga emas, so maybe we can just tweak
tweak the activities.
yeah, tweak the activities, tweak the operational hours and
Yeah.
all that. Like from like
Yeah.
6 to
like
5 ka.
like people gotta have to be paid to
Yeah.
be running that place.
Exactly.
It's an actual facility.
Yeah. We need to do it like overseas instead of of course we don't do old folks home now for them to stay there.
Mm.
It's like we're sending the kids to daycare. Sama jua. We're sending
Yeah.
our elderly
Mm.
parents who are mentally declining to the
But you know what? About this old folks home
Yeah.
thing, we're also thinking it is actually a good idea too. Because if the orang tua-tua ni, the aged, the elderly ni, still want to be independent,
yeah,
how do you keep it safe while letting them do what they want?
with supervision kan.
Yeah, so if there's a town, rumah lah, they live there, they do whatever, but it is very much regulated. Like,
Yeah.
like everything is like in place. There's a in-house clinic, in-house doctor, in-house
In-house
emergency.
kitchen, so they don't have to cook themselves.
like-
Dangerous, yeah.
We gotta view it differently. Why? It
Yeah.
shouldn't be like in the past. Like kena buang parents niya, kena ampai sana. But now it's more like, no, it's a safe environment, because nowadays people don't. We're understanding that orang tua ni, they don't want to be disabled, ba.
Yeah.
They don't want to, ba.
No, they don't.
Like they like to drive still.
Yeah.
But let it be a drivable city, but it's
Yeah.
security,
Exactly.
just so that they're all safe. It's like a secure playground, basically. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's the thing. Like sometimes you wanna live. Let's say you just imagine kau tua.
Mm.
You're 80, 90.
Yeah.
You want to live on your own, let's say, or you want to be able to like meet your friends, like sanang-sanang jalan.
Exactly.
You can just walk out your front door. Your friend just lives two doors down.
Yeah. And they just meet in a cafe center.
Yeah,
or something.
built-in cafe somewhere there.
Exactly.
It's like oh my god, it'd be so fun, right?
Kan? Retirement house.
Oh,
Yeah,
retirement.
retirement town.
Town. It's gonna be a town.
Yeah,
you know?
retirement town.
So we the grandkids, the kids come visit. It's like a, you also don't worry as
Exactly.
the person looking after. But
Yeah.
it's always gonna be seen negatively, pulang.
Yeah.
If you present it in a way which sounds cold.
Yeah.
But we're all thinking now, like, orang boomer pun, we understand now they cannot be like contained ba, They
Yeah,
don't
just like
want
my
to be contained.
grandmother. She's like, what, 80, 85? She is still sharp. It's just that her body is a bit weak, sudah kan yang ngalihi pakai tongkat
Yeah, the
jalan.
mind different, body different.
But she wants to do a lot of things. Like she wants to jalan here, jalan there.
Yeah.
Like
So
she still does her gardening, even though you're sakit-sakit dan
can.
mukanya.
So in this town, in this imaginary town that we would, love to see materialize, there'll be people who are gonna be there mendangani
Kan?
every step of the way while you people work. Catuba,
Exactly.
like
We just pay.
yeah, you guys do your responsibility because you have family to look after. Everyone has their own thing,
Exactly.
So like at the end, it's more like everyone's happy.
Exactly.
That'd be so good, right?
And then when you're older, it's like what you can pay for that thing your own job.
There's a lot of videos now, showcasing like the town, the resort. They call it resort.
Yes, I think I've seen it somewhere.
I maybe
lupa
have
ko.
seen it.
Yeah. I was like, okay, so cool, eh?
Like, who wouldn't want to be there? Of course, mahal kali. I don't know, but like, if it's like a need and there's a demand, it
why
can
not?
work. It can still work.
It can
Ito
work.
niya ko, salat siya to bisa ito. Convert dia jadi retirement. Resort
Retirement resort, yeah.
Oh, like, just can be resort for orang. Like, just have it for old folks. And you just, close it up, make it secure, you know. So if you have dementia pabayik, you'll be fine.
Exactly, yeah. Somebody's there to take care of you.
That's right.
Yeah lah.
Even if it's not a long stay. Short stay pun, you want to have a night out ka.
Exactly. Yeah.
A week out ka. Yeah, but, balam lagi lah. Nah, I don't think so lah.
So I think like overall, as a carer who is also a family member, can we it's different if they're not a family member. If that's their job, it is different, right?
It is.
It is different because you don't stay there the whole time. I don't know.
Probably easier. I don't know.
Yeah, because there's no emotional attachment, but there is empathy and respect there, but there's just no emotional family attachment.
And it's a job.
Yeah, it's a job. Like any other job.
You may like it, you may hate it, but here, pay there.
Exactly. So as a carer who's also a family member, I think, like what you said, support. And then if there are so many children, take turns. Because at least let the other person recharge. Recharge their heart, recharge their mind, so that they can actually fulfill their duties as a child to take care. Everybody needs to recharge.
Yeah.
And
you don't want to reach a level where you're so tired, you're just useless. You know what I mean? Like you're so out of it, you're so angry, you're so like down, like hindi siya baik to like looking after cuman
because it's different taking care of orang tua sama kanak-kanak lah. Aku lebih rela jaga kanak-kanak. Aduh.
Yeah, kids are
because it's different because you understand our children kan. Ulahnya siya tu, they wouldn't like
they're kids.
Macam you can mold them lagi, you can marah them lagi. Marah tu pula.
But you can control them.
Yeah, you can control them. Cuba orang tua you guys control.
I get it.
Baik orang tuanya na violent, punya violent.
Habis ko.
Habis ko. Violent mulut sama violent tangan is different.
Oh my god, right. There's a lot to understand, and then I'd like to get you more involved with the dementia group ato. I know they can help you understand pada kalian. Katalah ha, macam mana. But asthma is around, like I said.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to make yourself reach out.
Yeah.
At the job.
Yeah, I haven't been reaching out to Dementia Brunei.
Yeah. Why?
I don't know what they can do for me.
Yeah, you haven't.
And then plus I haven't had time to actually. I'm always like.
Singap.
Benar.
Yeah. Don't worry. I mean, like for me, because it can get worse. Exactly. It will get worse.
You know what hit me a lot when my mom was talking to my mother-in-law. She was like, "Hey, my daughter spends more time with you than with me."
And then, what did you think?
I feel really bad because that was how I've always felt.
Yeah, you were saying I want to spend time with my parents. You were saying,
I don't want to regret macam like because before my grandfather died, I barely spent time with him because busy jaga kan. Busy jaga, and then after that macam kind of buat lagi macam tu. So I felt like really like angry bah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was very close to my grandpa.
Baru ni. Recent.
My grandpa?
Oh.
It's almost a year long he passed.
Oh,
Almost a year.
okay.
So macam like, you know,
So you don't want that to repeat lah, basically.
yeah, I don't want to be like tunggu our parents ni macam dah bercakap dah buka mata apa itu ni bertetani no want to spend time with them because of dire situation sudah kan.
Yeah.
Sebelum itu macam kan?
Yeah.
Biasa itulah. Biasa aku heran I'm like macam mana boleh ada orang macam ni kan. So no mana everybody is built differently.
Okay.
Everybody has their own, I don't know. Yang penting aku bukan macam tu. That's all I tell myself. Yang penting aku sadar I'm not like that, and I don't want to be that, and I'm doing my best way to not be that. I think self-reflection is very important. I think that's what Islam teaches us as well, right? Self-reflection.
Yeah, without it, you won't realize.
Exactly.
Righty.
Okay.
Absolutely. So, so last message for those who are getting into this situation like you. What would you ultimately say?
I think have a very good conversation with your other half. Get a very good conversation with your other half. You know how to deal with it, how to have your own time, and also explain it to your other family members.
Macam ground rules lah.
Yeah. And I explain to your family members juga, you know, why like you have no time for them. Or try to make time. You know, if you can't go to them, ask them to come to you.
Yeah.
I think that's what I did with my parents. Like, come to my house.
Yeah. Because normally you yang kesana kan.
Yeah. And I need to visit my grandma actually. Oh, it's already 2025. The last time I met her was in October.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Where does she live?
She lives in a kampong in Tutong. Actually, not even far from my house, like 20, 30 minutes away from my house. But because
of the situation.
Yeah, because the situation was a bit hard. Yeah. So, yeah.
Kan kalau dorang live in a community and their neighbors, sanang ka. This idea is good, I tell you.
So I think like at this age, I think family is number one to me. Like this, I don't understand how some people can treat their family members like that. Because I've always value family so much.
Different upbringing.
Dari dulu.
Different energy.
So,
thanks for coming on to the podcast today.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, we were saying that you're gonna be ready to have some crying moments, right? But it seems like you're fine.
Alhamdulillah. Maybe if you asked me
yourself
6-7 months ago, I would have broken down.
Yeah, you've been through a lot.
Yeah, but Alhamdulillah, this time, I think. Yeah,
I feel like you understand what you're doing now, why you're in this place now.
Yeah.
And you've accepted what's up.
Yeah.
Right?
Do we just have to trust?
Yeah. I think you've gone past the stage where why me? Why this happening? Why?
Yeah.
Because during the why state, it's still like if I can get out of it, I would. But now it's like I'm in it. There's nobody else. It's me. I'm it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And then you've kicked in your action mode.
Yeah.
You're just in action mode.
Yeah.
Right? I get that. I know what you mean.
My flight response is very fast. Flight and fight response.
You're just on now.
Yeah. On mode all the time.
Yeah.
But sometimes you need to give yourself a break. You need to switch it off.
Yeah. Which you still haven't figured out how to be consistent in it, right? The rest period.
Yeah, the rest period.
Adalah you're cleaning the house, rest for you.
Actually, I enjoy that. Makes me feel so calm. Like, my house is clean.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
And plus, you have cats, so you really want a clean house. So.
Yeah, you don't want to leave it like that.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
Managed.
Yeah.
So anybody out there who is carer at the moment, if it's still new to you, you can see from what Majeeda has talked about, and it's a journey. Yeah, she's finally at a place where she's
sometimes you can understand that ada hikmah itu. Ada hikmah itu.
The level of acceptance.
It teaches you another level of sabar. There's this book by apa tu Ustaz Omar Sulaiman talking about patience.
Right. You
So
read it?
yeah, I read it. I was like, oh, okay. So that is just a test to test our patience.
Oh.
This sabar trait is one of the very highly apa tu one of the most personality traits yang that's disukai. You get me?
Yeah.
I know how to say. Yeah.
Mhm.
Sabar tu. Allah is with the patience, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's hard. I know.
So I have to remind myself, Allah is always with the patient. Allah is always with the patience.
That is true.
Yeah.
That's true.
They have to remind. So whatever people do to you, like whatever lah, work whatever, it's nothing to do with caretaking lah. Everything else, like you feel like you've been wrong or whatever, you just say, Allah is with the patient. Sabar saja.
Yeah. Benar pula.
Sabar saja. You know, you don't have to retaliate immediately. Sabar saja.
If it is a challenge for you at this current moment, you get your support system down.
Yeah.
Get it in order. Kalau ada support system,
and ask Allah lah for help.
Ask Allah, and there are therapists out there, counselors, and all this, help that can.
She has been my counselor. Wow, benar juga.
I have. Oh my God! I should be charging you.
Exactly. Well, before she was actually certified.
Yeah, before I knew nothing.
Yeah.
I knew nothing.
But yeah, we had a very long conversation about it. We talk a lot about life.
Oh.
Yeah.
Mesti ada. There must be someone in your life that can just get you. Listen and get you.
Yeah.
I mean, even if I didn't understand you, I think for you to have someone just listen.
Yeah.
It's important, someone listening.
Yeah.
Atip lang saja.
Yep.
Sebenarnya.
Without judging.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In my mind, when you share before, aku macam, oh my God. Itu saja. That's all. I have no words.
Reaction as well. You were like, oh my God.
Oh my God.
Exactly.
Yeah. So in terms of like dementia carer for these kind of situations, there's going to be a lot you don't understand. Like the people around you, banyak will not get the way you get it.
Yeah.
I don't think I can fully get 100% what you went through.
Yeah. Unless you go through it yourself.
Yeah. Ataupun different person kan?
Yeah.
Different situation.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I will never claim to understand 100%.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I don't think you want to hear that too. Like,
no.
Oh, andangnya tu Megan. Andangnya tu. Like, no. You don't get half of what I, So for me, as the listener, I am in a curious state saja. Like, just learner's mode.
Yeah.
Listening mode. That's about it, right? And it helps you, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
And then final one, I think, just learn more about how to keep yourself at peace. How do you say this? I have a long list of things in my podcast to listen to. With with your iman and all that.
Yeah.
So I think it's good to learn more about the religion.
Spirituality.
Our spiritual
side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to learn about it so that we can understand more. Even it doesn't come to you immediately, but along the way, with life experience, you'll be like, oh, no wonder.
I feel it makes you understand there's a higher being, higher power, so you don't need to put everything on you.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like, Jenta, you think you're the center of the universe,
We're not the center of the universe.
No.
We're not. We're just a tiny
atom.
We're not even an atom. I don't know what we are. Yeah.
Like, you're not gonna be in this forever.
Exactly.
Like, you're not.
Yeah, we're not it.
Permanent.
We're not
as
it.
well.
Exactly. We're just part. We're just part of the play. Yeah.
Exactly.
That's okay. All right.
So, all right. Thank you, Majeeda, for coming on and sharing, all these details, aspects of your life now. I know it's a big change from what we used to be. Like now it's like today, like whole different person and whole different circumstances. Everything's changed, but one thing remains: you always manage and deal. Like you always face things head on anyway.
Yeah.
Like you're not a coward. You're not gonna be like, oh, I'm out of here, quit.
Yeah, alhamdulillah.
That's the thing about yourself. That's why you're still in it. Right?
Allah sayang tani semua.
This is such a religious talk all of a
Oh, what
sudden.
happened? Yeah. Oh, you're talking to a malaf. What do you expect?
Yeah, exactly. So there's a lot more we're gonna do
Mm-hmm.
after this to help you get your mental state in balance.
Yeah.
There is support out there lah.
Yeah.
Okay, we find the one that's possible.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Till the next podcast. Bye.